Attention room. You guys gonna calm down now? Are we ready? All right, I understand people are shuffling in. Welcome to the a human. I suggest you breathe, otherwise, I mean, vampires do walk among us, and they don't pay taxes. So, identify them. Ready, one more. Okay, I hear a lot of talking. Well, if you want to talk, it's just some. My imaginings come true. I'm trying not to will them into existence. I'm Mo Bouster, and I'll be your MC tonight.
This on?
Amanda is going to offer a sacrificial poem. Hi.
I'm here, Mo.
That's great. This is Rob. He's moral support. He's a lot friendlier than I am.
I'm enforcement.
No, he's not. He's the sugar. He's the sugar. He's the sweetness. Amanda's going to give us a poem, and you're going to experience it together. Poets, pay attention so that when you're disqualified, you leave with grace. Okay? Is that an agreement that we have together? How many people are drunk in the line? Okay. All right, attend to the drunkenness. Is that just you're just filming, you're not drunk, Alana? Please welcome to the stage Amanda Gladdix, and also one of the amazing members of the Fisher Poets Committee that made the event possible.
Did you write it yourself?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna breathe.
Adrift, we landed at a Nine-a-ho, unsure, uprooted from our Astoria home. Outrigger bow lifts my feral child, and the captain beckons us down. To the Kilauea homestead, a life.
I was too busy breathing to notice the noises. Were there noises? What were the noises? Bell? Okay, the Captain Bellow. Great. That is a qualifying poem. I don't think I've been breathing during the
All right, cast them off.
Also, I just want to... Okay, Needs Hearts, Oregon. Stand by. Except in our minds. Next poet, please. Does not involve getting your clothes off, just to be clear. Mr. Bunting.
Hello.
Tell me your name.
My name is Sean Bunting, and in a case of wearing the same dress to a party,
I basically had the same idea. So in lieu of that,
You're talking too much, man. Just do the poem.
son of a bitch.
FisherPoetry, a new group.
I mean, if you've ever heard classic rock, I don't think it matters if one thing sounds like another thing. Because people are still listening to that shit and it's 60 years old. Let someone else have a turn, it's your turn.
And now you're fishing the net.
Little something for the socials. A qualifying poem from Neatarts. Neatarts is looking good. I think you didn't raise your hand for one. Come on up. Don't be afraid of me. I'm very friendly. I'm just loud.
Shot.
Come on.
Cordova, Alaska. Wheeling winches. The first
What was that? Was that an extra half breath?
Yeah, extra half breath in that one. But for Cordova, we love you. Keep working on it. Cordova is the only town I've ever seen where they list on the page, on the city page that's like, this is our town. They list the population by gender. It's like 1,003 men and 1,022 women. So if you move there, you know what kind of chances you got depending on what kind of people you like to be around. Next up.
Bumping to the beat of barking seals. There is something honest in a gray drizzle like the thousands pulsing through these old keening songs that holds us thrumming close and warm.
Come on up. Doing great.
Okay, I thought it was 3 of my breaths, not yours, so.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. All right, I'm Audrey from Portland. What? Okay, all right, I'm ready. Okay. How tempting is the mermaid's song luring fishermen into the deep. They find a surprise in the water. Mermaids don't offer what they seek. Their hair and skin.
It was a decade.
Date, he'll find the honey spot that he'll find the honey hole that eludes thee.
What's happening? Get up here. What are you doing?
I'm here.
Okay.
Did you hear? There.
There, right here. Qualifier, we got another Cordova in here. Is that good?
Perfect. I'm Arnie from Cordova.
In the Cordova Harbor, self-service depends on the tide, and one morning at mid-tide, I awoke to a sound from another bunk. A sound that truly captured the pre-season hopes and dreams of a sane operation run by 20-somethings. Pay the minimum, my captain answered the digital bank teller. I said, pay the minimum.
Got a lot of qualifiers. Nice job on the rules this year, judges. All right. Also, poets, you guys are doing great.
Amy Baker from here in Astoria. That I am not a fish, or a bird, or the squish of kelp between my toes. Who knows why we are here? Silent, lapping, moonlit shore. This is all we are.
You're working. You're
I'm working
clapping.
hard. Yeah,
You're walking
working.
here. You're carrying your palm in your mouth. You're doing great.
Thanks. All right, I'm Chris Lidgate from Portland. The iron kettle sways with the swell, anchored to something deep in the darkness. Rust has carved jagged wounds in its face, and 1,000 bumps and scrapes have left their tooth marks on its shoulder. But no wave, no wind can still its voice, the clang of the bell that rings through the storm, calling us home.
Ripping through this list here. I see we got some winners of the Poetry Slam in the line. Come on up. Hi.
Degrees between.
And Lauren's staying at my house tonight, so. So I have a haiku, so it's going to be. What's your name? My name is Peg. I am from Astoria. I have a haiku, so it's going to be really 575 sweet. Despair. Fear, my love. Swishing, sob, swish, swish, plunging. He may not come home.
I'm Caleb. I came from Seattle. He took my key and hung over. Your voice sounds like fish guts ground, so I'll see you when my headache is gone.
I hope somebody, you're tracking everybody, Amanda? Like, you're tracking who's, okay, great.
And cursed, it's.
To you?
Thank you. I'm Rich Bard from Vashon, Washington. George Hammer had a dog on his boat, tuna boat. It was an offshore boat. DNA that they'd scrape out of. He loaded his dogs into the truck, and they drove down to Seattle. They got to the district where all the artificial insemination and bioengineering goes on away to artificial intelligence, and they what? I have not breathed. I'm still on my second one, and you stole 20 seconds of it. So they got there, and he turned the dog into the clinic and then he went and checked in a hotel and waited for some news. He got a call the next morning from the clinic, and the clinic said, "We're sorry, the dog's too old, the DNA is degraded, and we can't do it. We can't put it in the pig. And besides, the $10,000 deposit you gave us is non-refundable." And George was pretty freaked out, but he had a good idea. They'd go tuna fishing way out by the date line, have a good trip, and they knew that there'd be almost no bad weather because it would be a cyclone.
Rich Bard wants to argue with the judges. I feel like we established. Go ahead. See, he's doing it. It's great. Just a reminder about that classic rock stuff. Ingrid.
Night, my friend Pat Dixon approached with a tall, bearded, blue-eyed fisherman. "Ingrid, this is Buck Malloy. He's selling fundraising buttons." "How much?" I asked. $25, his reply. Feeling like a giddy teenager, I scrambled for my money. Oh, I could sweeten the deal with a kiss, Buck grinned, and kissed me sweetly on the cheek. Charming, tall, blue-eyed fishermen should never kiss a 60-something wanting to be kissed woman, and that was the beginning.
Very graceful, Ingrid. Didn't make it. Gave me a hug. It's good precedent. A lot of oh, you tell him. That's your job.
But Mo's definitely the best MC at saying my name. So, Alana Kansaku Sarmiento, Portland, Oregon. Okay. Sometimes when I'm bored on deck and hear the engine go, I'll pick out a harmony line like, and so I'll pass the time.
Mark Hales, Astoria, Oregon. She creaks and groans and occasionally cries in pain. She explains how hard she labors to reach the crest and fall off the backside. We are all silent and listen to her as if our life depends on it.
Talia Philippek, Joseph, Oregon. A plea to the sea. "Tell me my secret," she pleaded, she begged. You miskissed her halibut cheeks to say, "What you tell the swell is for the briny to keep." Now stay.
Just want to let you know that this suit came from Joseph, Oregon. I bought it from a 91-year-old lady named Johnny. Bucks! Talked her down from 10. I tried to give her 5, and she made me pay her 2.
Thank you. Willie from Wyoming. This is pooping on a boat. On the waves you feel the shift, a gurgle deep, a fisherman's gift. Looking for a moment to slip away unnoticed, with mates near, you ponder if the coast is clear. The space designed by Bose engineers to amplify, echo, project to the furthest ears. No rail to hold, awkward and small, timing the swale to perform the dance, not to forget climbing out of gear to just drop pants. The splash so loud, the silence thick. Friends and crew all paused, a cruel trick. The relief short-lived, only return above deck. If I ever design a boat, the walls of the head will be thick.
The harbor as I gaze out from my balcony over the mighty Columbia. A giant steel, rust-stained, crick robber grave freighter rolls by, lyric harmony, bound for South Korea.
Keith, and I'm from my mom and dad. Ear-tuned to engines, drones, ships, creaks and groans. To the wind whistling and whining in the rigging. To the fulmars, eagles and seagulls crying, Takashima, calling ocean people home.
Nice callback to Lloyd Montgomery and Ed Edmo's presentation this morning. Come on forward, Takashima.
This is like the first time on deck. I asked myself, was this a good idea?
Is that your name?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my name's Moss. This is Astoria. This is where I live. First time, yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Don't hold your mouth open. Oh, man, what are they doing? Oh. Okay, act busy, okay. There's a whole lot going on that I don't understand. And then, here we are, years later. Good crew, good crew.
Come on. Come on. Come on. You're looking good. You're going to do great.
Okay. You say so. Okay. My name's Barry. I'm from Seattle. Whoa! Did you feel that? Wow! Did you hear that? What was that? Must be sea apes. Sea apes? Out of here. Hey. Like Sasquatch and the 30-foot wave, or the 30-meter wave. Just because you ain't seen one doesn't mean it don't exist.
I'm Stephen from Canby, Oregon. Bobby from Monhegan, boat builder, lobsterman, life teacher, my teacher. Takes a moment with 4 fingers to throw a lobster back over the boat and says, if I know one thing about life, it's this. Love is the Kelson of life.
Yeah. I actually grew up in Snohomish, but I fished Kodiak. All right, Paul, thank you. All right, first breath, taken through the thump of my skull bouncing off an upper bunk. I'm pitch and toss out with rain gear on before another breath can really register. On deck, a rolling swell heaves against a silent and sunless sky, the light and the wind consumed by fog dense enough to drown diesel engines and mute the churn of a drift net spool and scale silk roller. The slap of salmon on deck is silenced by slate gray surroundings, without as within, spliced into each bated breath.
Perfect. Buckle up, everyone. I'm gonna have to go very fast. All right. Okay. Oh, and I'm Kyra, and I'm from Seattle. I don't have good news, grumbled Sam as he picked. I woke up with a fever. Soon we'll all be sick. So we called up the group to beg for a cure. Can you bring us NyQuil or Dayquil or maybe liquor? But the Crystar had nothing. The Quick said deadly squat until the Lady-O radioed and promised the whole lot. Our prayers were answered. What a win, what a score. The Lady-O had NyQuil and they were at our starboard. So as crew waited on deck, our eyes full of hope, Captain Steve reared his arm back and he let that bitch go. That purple bottle soared, that purple bottle flew. Our jaws hung open on the deck. There was nothing we could do. We just stood there in shock as our salvation sunk. The only thing you could hear from the deck was one sound, kerplunk.
Hello. A little bit. My name is Anya. I live in San Francisco, but I spent a few years in Portland, so it's okay. Winter's first flake lands in silence, resting on a presence graced by a moss clump, home chosen in basalt crack, down waft from a boat's briny diesel fumes at Clangon. The locals here say, wearing their exertuffs, there's nothing shittier than Whittier, but I will keep your secret to my...
Hi, I'm Mikey from Seattle. But I'm from Missouri, and so far from the sea, and most about the ocean I've learned from the Fisher Poets reverie. And one thing that I have always have found is that if you hear a deck bell, you're buying everyone around.
Elma Burnham. Let's save you some time there.
That's right. I'm from Mount Vernon, Washington. Okay, something crazy happened when I watched the example, and this is in French. I need a diesel engine. Il y a un bruit énorme. Tête remplie. Oreille à oreille. Seulement gaz. Tout calme, tout paisible.
Whoa. Talk about crowd control. I'm Philip. I'm from Florida. Get up to the mic. All right, cool. Here's what I think that salmon fishermen sound like when they're on the boat. Ah, fuck! All right, here's my poem. I'm from Florida, that's for sure. Never been on a salmon boat. My sister has, though, and I'll leave that for her. The poets here tell me clear that one day, if I'm lucky, I'll fall in love with an Astoria girl. So here's to you poets, you may not yet know it, but now I'll tell you in one quick breath. Grab a beer, drink your fear, and come to Fisher Poets next year.
I'm Tom. I'm from Chinook. This might make a little more sense tomorrow morning or later in the week. 5 things you did last week. Sent an atmospheric river to Oregon, Washington. Changed the weather. Consulted with mermaids about the weather. Responded to asinine emails. Used a Sharpie to dictate hurricane path. What I really did last week? Hung out at a gay bar, listened to Fisher Poetry. Ran a needle gun on deck for 10 hours a day.
All right, our ultimate poet, Robin Coker, come on up.
Oh my, I feel so honored that you know we're like besties. I'm Robin Coger, Eagle River. a meditation in the fog, socked in soggy skies, meeting rip-rap ocean, swimming up the beach through the coming tide, low hum of the engine, the laughter of an eagle, hull full with a haul of salmon.
All right. Any drunk people wrote poems just now? Want to try? Conferring with the judges happens. Are you good with that? People? Okay. Is judging happening? I mean, I have opinions, but I'm just an MC, so. I just want to invite everybody right now to give the poets a giant hand. That was amazing. Okay. Okay, through a highly we have determined that we're going to the judges will select 3 poems. We're selecting the poems that we're qualifying, which is most of them. Then, while that's happening, Kat is going to come up and read a texted in poem from last year's winner. I don't even remember last year. Was that the lady that took her? I know I was. I was just like, when that lady started taking her clothes off, my brain just stopped. Was it you? It wasn't you, was it? Okay. Okay.
All right. My friend Amy read last year. The very first poem she ever wrote was for Fisher Poets the year before that. She was an Astoria resident. She moved back east right after Fisher Poets last year to help care for her parents who are sick. Her dad died just a few weeks ago. So she really wanted to be here and to this poem, which I'll try to read as she intended. My grandfather taught me to fish small pond bake off an old country road. You have to spit on the bait for luck, he said. Little me's perfect day. Hatch! Amy, I hope I did that right.
Okay. I'm just going to do, I think, what they call a little crowd work. Carol, what did you like about your time here this time? Yeah. Highlights, lowlights, some to think about. You guys think about that. Poets on, oh. Warren and Kathy Stack and one more. Who was the, no, those 3. One that didn't show. It's me. I didn't show. But I did inform that I was going to come. She got a message, and then Carol sent me the most wonderful email. She said, breathe deeply and enjoy. And so I finally got to the breathing part tonight. All right, cool. How about somebody else? The AIO Union Hall, thanks to longtime Fisher Poet fan Barbara Bird, hooked us up in a venue with 200 seats. Now, the atmosphere is going to be like if you're in a very small village in Alaska in the multi-purpose hall where everything happens, but the ceilings are a little lower, but we will all have seats. So it's $5 to $30, and it's on 32nd Avenue. Anywhere. Let me know. I got flyers. We're getting there? We're ready. Decisions are final with the judge, Rich Bard qualified. Come on up on stage. Mark Astana. Todd Squiggle Neatarts. Sean Bunting and Alana Kansaku Sarmiento. Come on up on the stage. Now, since all the poets have qualified, where's the other two? Oh, there's 4. Since all the poets have qualified, there will be no need for me to be breathing. So I'm going to step off the stage and resume my normal vibe of just running around and not breathing. What? There's one person missing. Mark. Mark Astana. Mark Astoria. Thanks, Judge. It's good. It's good. It's a wonderful thing. I get a very long leash here. There's no leash. I'm off leash. All right. Are we doing them again? And then, okay. Okay. Everybody's going to do their poem again.
I don't remember mine.
That's how it works, okay? All right, let her go.
I'm surprised no one else did this. She creaks and groans and occasionally cries in pain. She explains how hard she labors to reach the crest and fall off the backside. We are all silent as we listen to her, as if our lives depend on it.
son of a bitch.
Okay, cast them off.
George was worried about his boat. A thing in the newspaper about a clinic in Seattle that was replicating pets for people, and they just took some DNA and squirted it in a pig, and 7 months later you got your pet. And so George said, "This is great, I'm going to sign up for it." And he called up and made an appointment. He put the dog in the truck and they headed on down to Seattle, and they got into the district where they have artificial insemination or intelligence or something in bioengineering, where they're turning humans into another species that's going to be a lot more efficient than we are, and it's all going to be great. And he got down there and he dropped off the dog and checked out in a hotel and waited for some news. He got a call the next morning and they said, "DNA is no good, can't do it, sorry, but he's my best friend, and we know one thing, that the weather is going to be reasonably good out there because there's no chance there's going to be a cyclone."
Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Sometimes when I'm bored on deck and hear the engine go, I'll pick out a harmony line like, and so I'll pass the time.
Let's all remember Mick, the sound man, who helped make the Fisher Poets dance-off happen. R.I.P. Mick. Love him. Okay, we have a winner. And to indicate who it is, I'm going to adjust the microphone.
I hope I remember all those lyrics. I don't. Okay. Sometimes when I'm bored on deck and I hear the engine going, I'll pick out a harmony line like,
Other poets, everybody, Rich Bard, round of applause. Excellent work. Mark from Astoria. Sean Bunting. And Todd Nitarts. Thank you so much. Thank you, judges. And thank you, audience. Who the sound? The Liberty staff has recognition of them being laborers and workers who have helped keep this place together. Let's all leave quickly and quietly. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at the Columbian.